When I first made this video, I made it, it was a few months ago, and I had a puppy. So I think you're going to like the next video.
Hello makers, welcome back to Making with Ms. Dobras. Today I'm going to teach you a project that is one of my all-time favorites. I have a lot of favorite projects, just so you know, but this one is awesome. And it is called Amazing Marble Mazes. With me is Sunny again. Sunny, can you sit? Sit. Oh, good girl. And she's going to introduce an example of what a marble one could look like. This is one I just made today, just with stuff I found around my house. And if you want to see more of Sunny, she is on at the end of the video as well, when we are done with the project. Oh, look at that. Okay, oh, she's trouble, this one. All right, so check back in if you want to see more of Sunny. Now, the cool thing about this project is you can use any recycled materials that you can find in your house. And I wore my Exploratorium shirt today because I just want to give a little shout out to the Exploratorium, because honestly, most of the projects that I teach in my class, I learned from the people at the Exploratorium. If you check out their website, they have great project guides on their Exploratorium site under the Tinkering Studio. First thing you need is you need to gather your materials, okay? So first, you need a piece of cardboard. This is from a shoebox, right? And ideally it would have an edge around it. Now this one, I need to put an edge here. But the bottom of a box, or you're going to have to get creative with this. And if you don't have anything with edges, that's okay too, because we can make edges with cardboard. So you need a piece of cardboard. It doesn't really matter what size. And then you need to gather materials, okay? So I'm going to show you a few materials that I got from my house. Toilet paper rolls, of course. And here's a fun fact. These rolls are called dirters. I know, it's a funny word, right? And we're going to be, of course, cutting them up into little pieces, too. You can do that. Let's see, I gathered some straws that I had in my house. All kinds of straws. I found some chopsticks in our drawer. I love making with chopsticks. Chopsticks are awesome. So if you get a chance to find some chopsticks out in the world, grab them. I brought some plastic forks because I had them. And I cut some cardboard into strips. And then I cut those strips into little pieces, okay? And we're going to use these to make little walls for the maze. Oh, I have more stuff. Oh, yes, one of my favorites, bottle caps. Just from a Gatorade or a lemonade, any drink you have, start saving bottle caps, okay? Because we can use these for all kinds of things. I happen to have a few jumbo popsicle sticks around, so I brought those out. This was from a toy that my kid had. There was a little toy inside of it. And so I just figured I'd probably use that. And we found an old necklace with some beads. So I'm going to cut this apart and I'm going to use some of the beads. Now, that's just some things that I found in my house in a few minutes. I'm sure that you can find all kinds of cool stuff that you can use in your marble maze. So go find some stuff and meet me back here.
All right, so here we are. We're back. So I have a shoebox, but it doesn't have an edge on this side. So I cut a piece of cardboard, and I've actually cut it longer than the spot that I need, because I'm going to do what I call a Band-Aid, a wraparound Band-Aid. Now, if you have a hot glue gun, okay, it's really easy to just put some glue. You don't need a lot. And you just glue it right there. All right, so I just put a little hot glue under there. Remember, with hot glue, you don't need a lot, especially if you have a good design. I don't really care that you can see through there because I just want the marble to stay in. Now, I'm going to do the other side with Elmer's glue because I know that not everyone has a hot glue gun, and I'm going to assume that actually most people do not have a hot glue gun. So if you have Elmer's glue is great. So if you can try to get some, So again, I'm using a little plastic lid, and I'm not putting a lot of glue in there, okay? Because I don't want to waste my glue. But I'm also gonna, right here, put a little right there, okay? Again, you don't need a ton. And I'm gonna wrap that up like that. Okay, now, because I don't want to sit here and hold it for 10 minutes, I brought a little clip. Now, See how I just used a clip? So that's going to hold there, and then in about an hour or half hour, maybe, it'll be dry. Now, if you don't have one of these office clips, if you have any kind of chip clip or any kind of clip that you can find in your house. So you got to be creative, right? But you want something to hold it. And now we have something that we can make a marble run. Okay, so let's do it. All right, I like that my space is it's looking like a maker space. I got all kinds of stuff out here. Makers are resourceful, right? We use all kinds of stuff. We're creative and resourceful. So have fun with it. So I'm going to put a little more glue in here, and I'm going to get started. Now, you might want to think about making little pieces of cardboard so you can dip them in, and you can make like a place to start your marble run. Now, some of these, they might stand up for you. If they're too long, they might fall over, and so maybe you can figure out ways to prop them up. Now, the cool thing about Elmer's glue is if you make a mistake, you can move it. Now, if you use a hot glue gun, if I put those down and I don't like where they are, it's stuck. So that's going to be my start. You see how I'm going to trap the marble right in there? When you are making a marble run, you want to think about having a start and a finish. Now, you could have 2 starts and 2 finishes. You can do all different kinds of things, but you want kind of an area that traps the marble either at the start or the beginning. The start or the end, or both, okay? So let yours dry. You can always add more to it. The good thing with Elmer's glue, you can move it around. And I have a start and a finish, and I have at least 2 traps. Try to make at least 2 or 3 traps. Otherwise, it'll be too easy. You want to make it challenging, okay? And you're going to have to find yourself a marble. If you don't have a marble, we'll talk about that. But there's all kinds of little ways you can make a ball, including making one out of tape or something else. You can be creative with that too.
So we are working on our amazing marble runs. I'm waiting for mine to dry. Whoop! I'm just going to pick it up quick so it doesn't fall over. And the good thing while it's drying, we can clean up. Yes, we got to clean up. We're makers. We make big messes, but we clean them up. I'm sure your parents or your aunties or grandmas or whoever you live with will appreciate that you know how to clean up your maker space, right? Because maker spaces get messy. We make big messes, but we got to clean them up. So you might want to get yourself some kind of a box or a container to keep all your amazing things that you find in your house, because we'll probably end up using them later for some other cool project. Oh, don't forget to shut the lid on your glue, all right? Because if you don't shut the lid on your glue, it will dry out. And I'm going to even get the glue off the top. And now my makerspace is looking much better. It's looking much better, okay? All right, so we'll check back in and see how our marble run's doing. Hi, makers, I'm back. All right, so let's check in on our marble run. First off, let's take this clip off. See, okay, that's dried. I put my marble run out in the sun, and it dried. So let's try this out. We need a marble. So one thing I wanted to show you before we start is one thing that
you want to have is some traps. I have a couple traps in here, places where the marble gets trapped. And I also have a start and an end. And one thing I want you to remember is to try not to have any dead zones. Dead zones are areas that the marble can't get to. So right now, my marble can get to all the areas. But I want to show you an example of what I'm talking about when I say a dead zone. You see right here, if the marble goes in here, it's going to get trapped. If I was to put a straw right there, then the marble could not get into that spot. So that's called a dead zone because the marble can't get in there. So that's no fun. So you would need to remove that if you have something where the marble can't get to. You want your marble to be able to go everywhere. All right, let's try it out. Okay, now for the real test. Let's see if Sunny likes it. All right, Sunny. This is a marble run. Sunny's a little tired right now. Okay, let's see if she can tell. Oh, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for you guys to see this. Do you see that marble? She seems interested in it for sure. What do you think of this marble run? Huh, Sunny? What do you think? Would you like to eat that? Well, all right. That's what we got for the marble run. I have a tired puppy here. I'm sure she'll destroy this later. But this is an easy way to do a marble maze. And if you like doing marble mazes, experiment with all different kinds. And you can also make marble runs, which are a little bit different. And there's a lot of great videos on YouTube. Take a picture of it, and hopefully someday I will get to see a picture of it, okay? All right. What do you think, Sunny? Should we go take a nap? I think it's nap time for Sunny. All right. Bye, guys.